Judge Netburn, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about a case you had, I think, involving, get my facts right, the transfer of a person, a female, male who became biological male. Does this ring a bell?
Yes, I know which case you're referring
Okay.
to. It was a habeas petition.
Yeah, and it was somebody who had been convicted in '94 for raping a child and a male child and raping a 17-year-old female. They served their sentence. They got out. They were convicted of distributing child pornography. The biological male transitioned into being a female, and the Bureau of Prisons objected to the person going into the female system. Do you remember all that?
I do, Senator.
Okay. And you basically ruled in favor of the petitioner, saying that the Bureau of Prisons' concerns about the intimidation and the threat to female inmates was theoretical. Is that right?
Thank you, Senator. In that habeas petition, I issued a report and recommendation which was based on the facts that were presented to me. Those facts included statements from the 3 wardens who supervised this petitioner, all 3 of whom recommended that the petitioner be transferred to a women's facility because of her serious medical needs. And
Well,
the Bureau of Prisons...
The Bureau of Prisons opposed this transfer, right?
Well, the wardens who were directly...
No. The Bureau of Prisons opposed this transfer, right?
Correct, which is why the petitioner brought a habeas petition.
Right. So now I'm over time, but I'll wrap it up. The bottom line here is that the concern of the Bureau of Prisons is that a biological male transitioning to a female with a history of sexual violence would be intimidating and threatening to the female population. You thought that to be a theoretical concern because the person in question had attacked male and female people. Is that right?
That's not correct, sir.
That's what you said.
I based my report and recommendation on the record evidence before me.
So you think the concerns of the Bureau of Prison that someone with a violent past regarding sexual assaults would not be threatening and intimidating a biological male transitioning to female? You just don't believe that's a legitimate concern?
Let me be very clear, sir. The crimes for which the petitioner was convicted of 30 years ago are abhorrent, and the petitioner was convicted by an Indiana state court and sentenced.
Well, she was convicted of assaulting a child, raping a 17-year-old woman, got out of prison, and was convicted of child pornography afterwards, transitioned from a male to a female, and the Bureau of Prisons said, we do not believe this person should be in a female prison, and you thought those concerns were theoretical. Is that fair?
I based my decision on the record before me.
You want to finish your statement?
Thank you, Chair Durbin. I based my decision on the record before me. The record was that the 3 wardens who had supervised the petitioner all recommended transfer. The petitioner had had no disciplinary issues at all during her time in federal custody. She had never engaged in any violence and, in fact, had been the victim of sexual violence while in a male facility. And the Bureau of Prisons' longtime treating medical provider also testified during a 2-day hearing before me, who recommended that the petitioner be transferred because of her serious medical needs. I recommended that the district judge adopt my recommendation based on Estelle versus Gamble and Turner versus Safley. The district judge adopted my report and recommendation, and the government did not move for a stay.
Thank you, Senator Horizon.